So this was you, Lich, buying Ring of Bossy in the beginning. Okay. Do you want to justify why you did this?
I just want to play greedy because I know I'm better than almost everyone in this bracket.
Okay. Alright.
And Bessie was like, if you are trading but not fully committing, you can boot by Bessie unless I need boots about Bessie.
Okay. So is this gonna get upgraded into something else, or was your plan just to stay bossy and that's it?
Normally people will stay Bessie, but you can build into either Veil or Veil of Blast, depends on games. Veil gives you damage, and Blast gives you core sustain. Depends on the Blast, so I think probably I'll go Veil, depends on games. This game, I don't know if, because Tiny drag me around, and I don't want to walk close Tiny unless we are in a 1v1 situation. So I don't know if I should trade with this Prophet because he summoned his trend and just right click upon me. I don't know if I'm playing the correct part of the thing.
Okay. So whenever I am playing versus Tiny and Nature's Prophet, so we know that these two are obviously offlaners. When I'm playing Push on 5, my logic in approaching this lane is that I should never give them the level of advantage. That's my logic of playing versus Nature's Prophet. So what it means is, let's imagine that this is the first wave, and then MP and Tiny just ended up pushing the wave. So you guys, they are killing the wave faster, and now the Sven is lost sitting under the tower, right? And it's gonna be about like minute 47, 48, taking to minute 1, right? And if that is keep happening, excuse me, what's gonna end up is they will have the level advantage. Yes, sure, Sven is lost sitting under the tower. That's, I guess, some people would call it safe. I don't know, but what's more important to me is he's gonna hit level 2. Tiny is gonna hit level 2 faster than you guys. And for this kind of matchup, that's very important. Because what they're gonna do, this is how to basically enable Nature's Prophet. That's what everyone in the, I would say, higher MMR bracket, they already are aware of this and how we counter. They're gonna get pushed, shoving in the way. It doesn't matter if the lane clear, they'll keep shove. And what they're gonna do is, he's gonna pull this. He's gonna pull this at minute 1:17. That's the first time when they can offlane pull. He's gonna pull, and if he pulls, then Sven can farm, right? Sven can farm because they just pulled, and what they're gonna do is.
I was going to the big camp at around minutes to around a minute and 17 to prevent the pull, and we essentially leave Sven and Prophet 1v1 pistol.
Yeah, okay, so you have the idea, okay? You want that to prevent that from happening. So that's one way. We don't want that picture. We don't want a picture where they are shoving in the wave and they are now side pulling. Because here's my logic as Potion 5. If they end up pulling this at minute 1:17, I'd call it the lane is over. You guys already lost. Because what they're gonna do is it's gonna be either Tiny or MP or his summons. He's gonna pull the wave that is moving here to here. So now their wave is fighting the creep camps here, and your wave, because they pulled it too, they're now fighting here. They're all mingling. Imagine Tiny level 2, MP level 2, or they're out leveling, sort of out leveling, and you guys are still like on the level, and you guys have to fight them. Nobody wants to fight MP and Tiny that is out leveling you guys. They are really strong heroes, right? So that should be your logic. And having said that, you had the idea, you wanted to prevent them from happening, right? And an easier way is actually body block this at minute 1, right? If you body block this one, then they can't side pull, right? But remember, Tiny knows that. Tiny knows that you want to body block this, so he's gonna come here and contest you. And I think, although Lich is a really strong level 1 hero, because you got Ring of Bossy and you don't have that much regen, I think Tiny is on the advantage. He's just gonna keep attacking you, like right click or toss or whatever. If he has toss, if he has a toss and he's gonna toss it to MP, then you're dead. So that's not a favorite matchup. So what I do, this is my tip. if you ever see an MP, just block this camp at the beginning with a sentry. Okay, so that is my tip. Block it with a sentry. What's gonna happen is if they do not react. When I say they do not react, it means if they do not deward the sentry, then this camp will be blocked the entire time. Meanwhile, you have this.
Because an MP is shoving lanes better than carries.
Well, yeah, but also due to the reasons that I've been just telling you. If you don't want them to side pull from the beginning, that's the beginning of the end from my logic, right? And if you're fully convinced of that, then you should do everything in your power to prevent that from happening, right? Either body block it. If the body block cannot work because they will contest you because they have the ability to do so. Tiny has a toss, MP has like teleport. They have all the mobility. You're gonna die. So in that case, I would have predicted that even at the beginning by just analyzing the match. Oh, it's gonna be Tiny and MP. There's no way that I can survive this. I'm gonna bring a sentry and block this camp. And from my experience, it really works because if you block this camp, then there's a chance that this is still not unblocked, right? Unless Tiny body blocks it, right? So
because my idea is like when Sven can cleave, we outpush the wave and then we can utilize the big camp. So I don't want to block it very early because if Sven reach level 2, then he level is cleave, then we can pull the big camp.
So if Sven wants to find himself in a position where he wants to cleave and farm, do you think Tiny and MP are naive enough to just let him do that? The answer should be no, right? The answer should be no, really. Yeah, it should be no. They are not just easy offlaners. They are very strong level 1, very strong level 2, very strong level 3, very strong level 4 heroes. So all I'm saying is that as long as they have the level advantage the entire time, you guys will never be able to have that leading the game. You guys will never do any of that. Yeah, that's my prediction.
So if I put offlaner and self-support is stronger, and you cannot body block to prevent the large pull, and you better sentry block the big camp.
Yeah, sentry block is a little bit of a crazy idea, by the way. That's when I would expect that these two are so good that they will know that I will body block it, and they will do anything in their power to kill me if I body block it, which I think it is really possible because, like I said, he has a teleport, Tiny has a toss. Then I think die. In that case, then I would buy a sentry at the beginning, not bossy, to block this camp. Yeah. So this is like, yeah, and when you proposed on the idea that if you body block this, Sven cannot farm, right? That's good. Like I was impressed.
If Sven push the lane, then we can pull the large camp. That's what I mean.
Yes, but all I'm saying is I don't think it's gonna be that easy. Do you think like MP is not gonna like?
So I think there's potential that Sven outpush MP and we can make use of large camp. So I didn't block it.
Okay. So I think it can go either way. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm wrong. It can go either way. But all I'm saying here is, this is my job as a coach, right? My job is to have you planting more ideas. Okay, so I think that's all I'm trying to do. If
it's
this
not
was something,
a new thing, but it's just like some ideas we can think of about what factors should we lose interest about the camp. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm like right always, but that's my tip. That's something that I would share a tip to my student. Just have that in your idea. One day it's gonna benefit you, and one day it's gonna win you the lane. If you win the lane, you win the game. So Okay, and then because you mentioned about how like you wanted to skip through, I'm gonna skip through it because if you did that, the entire picture of this lane would have been different, and that is why I thought I was very questionable about the Ring of Bossy as the beginning item. Because if you're support, you just have to have a sentry at the beginning, right? As you're starting item. Like imagine like if Tiny fucking Observer Ward blocks or Sentry blocks his small camp at the beginning. I want to do Ward.
He body block.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is, what if he blocked this camp at the beginning with a sentry or even an Observer Ward because he doesn't want it to single pull, right? In that case, at minute 1, you will say that the camp is blocked and he didn't body block it. Then you want to put down a sentry here and then the word Observer Ward, right, or the sentry, right? Because you know how important this camp is to you as a support. So that's all I'm saying. Ring of Bossy as a starting item, very gambling. Okay, very gambling and very tricky. That's all. That's one point I want to make about your starting.
Because I'm higher MMR than those guys, so I think that's it. kind of greedy, but fits me better.
No, I'm gonna stop you right there. No, don't never have that logic because you're higher MMR bracket or higher MMR or because you're smurfing. That shouldn't really give you the excuse when you are playing potion 5. Okay, when you're a carry,
Okay.
your logic is solid. When you're solid, when you're playing core roles, play greedy all you want. Okay, but when you're support, you're a support. You're not gonna win this game by yourself. Never. Even if like you're 2k MMR higher, I don't think I can win. Okay, I win by being a good support. That should be my logic when I'm playing Potion 5. That is why the Potion is really hard to play, right? So no, I don't want you to have that logic. So I'm just being honest to you, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And then